You just wake up one day and you see yourself wearing the skin of another human being. And the plot twist is that you may find yourself wearing different skins at different stages of your life, and you hate every single one of them. The first time I was clinically diagnosed with BDD, that kind of turned my life upside down, and it didn't make sense to me, you know? This was after my first reparative surgery, and my family intervened, sort of. I was 14. I was 14 when BDD hit me, and I was in an all-girls boarding school, which made it harder. I was naturally a size 10, but then I started seeing myself and my body as a size 14. So, body dysmorphic disorder is a mental illness involving obsessive focus on a perceived flaw in your appearance. With OCD, you know that your obsession with your body part is irrational, but you can't help it. BDD, you honestly believe that you are flawed, and even think people are lying to you when they say you aren't flawed in the way you think you are. It makes you feel so ashamed of that body part. So we all had to bathe together, which made the insecurities I had about my body worse. You had to bathe naked, right? And now you're sharing the bathroom with other girls who are doing this comfortably, but you're totally disgusted by how you look. I couldn't take my bath with other girls. I waited until they were gone, until they were done. Then I would sneak into one corner of the bathroom and pray that no one sees me naked. I would always be late for assemblies. I missed breakfast and dinner all the time. But I did it on purpose, I never wore a swimsuit as a teenager because all I saw were huge love handles, a swollen fupa, and wobbly arms and thighs. Funnily, I always saw my ass as wall flat, despite seeing the rest of my body as fat. As a measure to keep my weight in check, I would force myself to vomit everything I ate after each meal. The irony is that I binged a lot because I was always hungry and I was depressed. Eating was the only way I coped with the depression, but I would force myself to vomit every time. I just put my finger in as far as they could go down my throat, and I did that till I vomited. I didn't skip a day of workouts, never. In reality, I was anorexic. I looked like a sack of bones. One day I slumped at the school sports field. It was then that the school had to call my friends to withdraw me from the school because they were scared of how skinny I was. They were worried I might die one day in the school. My mom would cry, begging me to eat and not throw up. At the time, I began to gain some weight, and I was a size 8, but still I hated my body. It repulsed me because all I saw was a fat, ugly size 16 girl with flat ass. This was what I saw anytime I looked at myself in the mirror. I would always wear waist trainers every single day and only took it off while taking a bath. But I kept it on while I slept. I don't even know how I survived it. I wore spandexes every single day. By 23, I had my first BBL, and then I got my first breast implants because my breast looked like a shriveled avocado to me. I thought I will finally look beautiful. But with the illusion of perfectionism that social media throws at us, it makes it even harder. Everyone just looks so perfect on social media and very ready to make comments about other people's lives. It's like everyone else forces insecurities about themselves on you. And BDD makes sure you believe everything they say. 3 years after my first surgery, I had gone under the knife. I had gone under the knife 5 more times to repair something that went wrong with a previous surgery or make some more modifications. Each time I did this was triggered by a hateful comment about my body on social media. I wanted to kill myself. People were always ready to body shame you. People are always ready to body shame you or think that somehow they have the right to comment on your life, whether positively or negatively. I don't think anyone has the right to pass comments about how a person looks. Even people who gave comments that were or somehow sounded positive, most times they do so from a place of superiority, like they believe their validation is needed by the other person. It's just the same as someone who decides to pass negative comments. When you feel like your comments hold a particular value on someone's life, you cannot fix a psychiatric problem with plastic surgery. But the sad thing is that people with BDD are most likely going to find themselves in the office of a plastic surgeon or even another undiagnosed BDD fitness trainer who's either dealing with their unresolved deep-rooted issues or makes a living out of preying on the insecurities of others. They will never suggest to you to seek psychiatric help. But I think issues like this should be discussed in secondary schools and universities. After my 5th surgery, my sister started sending me articles on body dysmorphic disorder, and I started reading up on that. I was totally confused about what I had been reading, you know. My dad, my mom, and sister, during a Christmas family dinner, they begged me to get psychiatric help. They already had a list of specialists that could handle my case, and they just wanted me to choose one. I wanted to find out more about what I've been reading, you know, the articles that my sister sent. So it wasn't hard to convince me. 1 year into therapy, I took out all my implants and all my fillers. I've been able to manage the self-hate thoughts and have a healthy workout and meal plans. I'm healthier than ever, you know, and I just hope that these psychological and mental health illnesses are taken more seriously. Yeah, I also think the plastic surgery industry should be better regulated because they prey on victims like myself.